Good afternoon, early evening, everybody. I don't know if I'm going to have the same people in this session as that came yesterday to listen to food courses. If there happens to be anyone here that listened to that one, there will be some repetition, so I do apologise for that. So you'll know most of it. But today I'm going to focus on the business courses at Harper Adams University. So obviously you've heard all about your further education options, but here we are going into higher education. It is never too early to think about the potential of you going to university. So just a little bit about myself. I work for the university in the marketing team, and I am widening participation officer. So really it's my job to go out and about, normally pre-COVID, to schools, to visit you, to talk to you, to run sessions and workshops and fun activities as well. We have good links with the exotic zoo. You can see me there with some animals, and I go out to shows and events as well. But today we're doing it virtually. So business, Harper means business. Those that do know or have heard about Harper Adams, and I hope you all have because we are your local university, you may not know that we do business, but we do, and we have some amazing graduate success stories from our business courses. So I'm going to talk about our specific courses in a little bit, but first I feel like I need to let you know about the actual university itself. So you may, if you have heard of us, you may just write us off and think, oh, it's just the agricultural university, or even the agricultural college, which we were until 2012 when we became a fully fledged university. So we started in 1901 with just 6 students, and that orange building in the front of the picture here, that's where the 6 students, they all lived there, they studied there, they had their lessons there, they slept there, and had their meals there. We now have 3,000 students, so it's grown slightly. And obviously we're based in Shropshire. We are in Newport, just up the road from Newport. So what's different about Harper? So we are a small university and we're a specialist. We are on one single site. So some of the larger universities, you have to travel to different areas, sometimes for different lectures, or the university has different bases, like Wolverhampton has a base, obviously in Wolverhampton, but also in Telford and Walsall. But we've just got the one site in Newport. We also have a farm on campus, which is there to assist with our animal subjects. And we have amazing state-of-the-art teaching facilities. I'll go into that a little bit later. And also what we really do pride ourselves on is having such amazing support for students. Because we're so small, we can afford to do this. I went to a much larger university, and I think I was just a number rather than a name at Harper. The staff, they all know who you are personally. So it's a great student-staff relationship. And our unique selling point is that we have a compulsory placement year in working in industry. And I'll tell you about that in a little bit. So here's a list of the courses that we offer. You'll see business is on there, third from the bottom, but this gives you an idea of all the subjects that we offer at higher education. So there may be some on there that you just didn't know that we did, or the obvious ones, agriculture perhaps, that maybe that's all you thought we did. So as I mentioned, we've got really good teaching facilities. You saw the little picture earlier about our state-of-the-art laboratories, but also we have fantastic lecture theatres. We have specific areas of the campus dedicated to certain subject areas. For example, engineering, we do an off-road vehicle course, and therefore we have an off-road vehicle track on campus where students will test the vehicles that they've made. We also have a veterinary school building that it says on here it's opening soon. It is now open because we've got our first intake of vet students currently. And then we have all sorts of specific buildings, such as an entomology building, which is actually the study of insects, and a Royal Food Academy where all of our food subjects take place. So as mentioned, we have a farm, and this is an important part of our university. It actually does cross over a lot of our subject areas, and it does cross over into our business courses. So we have dairy cows, sheep flocks, We even have horses on site because we do veterinary courses, veterinary physiotherapy. We use the horses a lot for that. We have an internal rotary milking parlour, as you can see on this picture, and also a robotic dairy. So we're all about farming for the future at Harper. So this is a very intelligent building, or actually the cows wear anklets and they get scanned as they walk into the building, and they'll know whether they need to be milked or whether they need to be fed. And if they do need to be fed, they will be fed. If they don't, they'll open the door and let them out again. So it's very clever. And then we also have amazing facilities to do with our veterinary side of things. So here you can see a dog. Yes, it's a dog in a swimming pool. And this is our hydrotherapy pool. So our vet physio courses offer hydrotherapy techniques to rehabilitate animals non-surgically. And you can see on this picture as well, we have a treadmill, and it's actually a doggy in there, and this treadmill fills up with water. So that's also a rehabilitation technique to help the animals. And then we have an animal companion unit. It's full of all different types of animals, so exotic species, as well as small and furries, I like to call them, so anything from a rabbit size down. And then our brand new vet school, which is set up now for training quite a few students to become vets of our future. Okay, so I mentioned that we have a sandwich, a placement year. All of our courses are 4 years long because the third year is spent working on a placement, and that's within industry. So you can see the picture here of all of the companies that we have links with. So in your third year at Harper Adams, you don't pay tuition fees to come to us that year. You will get a job and we help you find that job. And that job is to do with your subject area. So it will be something to do with the business area. What's great about this is that it's paid, so you get to earn some money back for that year of your learning, and it gives you an amazing experience that you can put on your CV, because it is hard to get a job even with a degree. So you need something extra, and we give you that something extra by having this placement year. And you can see that percentage at the top of the screen, 98.8%. That percentage is the percentage of our students that are employed 6 months after leaving Harper Adams. And that is very, very high if you compare it to other universities. And we believe it's because of this placement year. So it's not all working. Our students do have the motto of work hard, play hard at Harper. And a lot of that is sports. So on our campus, we have a load of sports facilities. We have the obvious football, rugby, hockey pitches, but we've also got an outdoor swimming pool, a gym, squash courts, and a bowling green. And then also we've got the social side of things. So we have a hardworking students union. So that's made up of staff and past students who are there to make your life as fun and friendly and safe as possible. And they're there to arrange fancy dress parties, film nights, just various events. Obviously, this is pre-COVID and it will return back to normal, but events in the bar and the nightclub on campus. Okay, and then finally, before I start to talk about the actual business courses, this page shows some stats and awards. And at your age, you're probably not that interested in this, but this is something really important to look into when it is your time to compare universities. You can see at the bottom there, we've got the graduate employment rate. That's an essential stat to look at when you're thinking about what university to go to, because ultimately you need to be prepared to get a job. And how well prepared are the students from that university to get a job? Well, our percentage says they're very well prepared and very employable. And also we've won various awards. The blue one in the middle, TEF Gold, that's our teaching excellence framework. So gold is obviously the best you can get. So essentially we've got the best teachers at Harper Adams. And we're number one for job prospects. And there's a reason for that. That's because we have the placement year. Okay, so moving on to our business courses, we offer 3 different types of business courses, and I'm starting off with the more generic one. So you've probably got the idea, Harper Adams, we are specialists, we have a lot to do with agriculture and farming. And yes, we do get a lot of students from that background, but we also get a lot that have absolutely no farming experience and they don't know what agriculture is. You don't need to, and this course is the one for you. So it's business management with marketing. Now, the actual course itself, types of things you would be learning about within this course would be the basic principles of marketing. You'd learn about data analysis, but also it's a creative module. So you'll learn about enterprise, creating your own business and the creativity behind that. Also, you will be learning about economics, e-business, which is obviously very big at the moment, and also event management. And certain careers that this would lead to would, well, speaks for itself. You'd be working in business or marketing, but also people get jobs within recruitment, events management, press and PR. But a lot of people have set up their own business. So the two pictures here, we've got the nut butters at the top, and then we've got flavoured vodka at the bottom. They're two of our past students that have set up extremely successful businesses from doing this course. Okay, the second course is a bit more linked towards the agriculture side of things and food. So it's agri-food, so agricultural food marketing with business. And if we look at a quick breakdown of the course, oh, this has come up wrong, so sorry. So careers, let's look at the careers first. So the types of jobs that agri-food marketing with business could take you into, quite similar to the course beforehand, but a little bit more in a box, I suppose, because it's agri. Your background will be more about the food and the agriculture side of things. But again, you can see from the list here, marketing principles, data analysis, you're learning the same sorts of things, but with these specialisms. So farm quality, more about the animals and the crops. So the food side of marketing. And then the last one, so agribusiness. Let's see if this comes up right. No, it doesn't. Never mind. We'll start again. We'll start with the careers first. So agribusiness, very similar to agri-food, but obviously it's less focused on the food side of things. So jobs would be, again, going into marketing, the finance side, but consultancy. So this course makes you a professional. So you would go to farmers and you would consult them and give them guidance around their business. And again, we're looking at the things you would learn on the course. Again, marketing principles, data analysis, agri-food marketing, farm business management, sales and customer service, because that's a very important part of it. And that brings us to the end. So obviously we can't get you to ask questions now, I know that. So if you do have any questions about the university or about the courses, then please do pop them in the chat and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you.